Have you ever tried swatting a fly and wondered why it always seems to vanish the second your hand moves? It's not magic. It's physics wrapped in biology, seasoned with time. That tiny creature doesn't live in the same world we do. Not really. Its body is small, yes, but more importantly, its time's experience, times of time, is completely different. And that raises a wild question. What if entire civilizations existed on timescales so alien to ours that we wouldn't even recognize them as life? Let's start closer to home. Imagine two beings, one the size of a human, another the size of a mountain. You might think bigger means stronger, smarter, more dominant. But nature doesn't reward scale blindly. Take gravity, Earth's constant pull. If an animal grew 10 times taller than an elephant, its legs would need to be disproportionately thick just to support its weight. Double the height, and the mass increases eightfold. At some point, bone and muscle simply can't keep up. The planet itself sets hard limits on how big life can get. Now flip it. Go smaller. Down to insects, microbes, viruses. Here, gravity barely matters. Surface tension rules. Air feels like syrup. A raindrop hits like a boulder. Yet these organisms thrive not by overpowering forces, but by redefining them. They don't fight physics, they exploit it. And this isn't just about survival, it's about perception. Back to the fly. Why is it so fast? Because signals in its nervous system have only millimeters to travel. In your body, a pain signal from your toe takes a fraction of a second to reach your brain. That may seem instant, but for the fly, that delay would be an eternity. To it, our movements appear sluggish, almost frozen. Now imagine scaling this idea further. What if there were life forms so vast that their nerve impulses take years, centuries, or millennia to cross their bodies? Picture a being the size of a continent or a planet. Suppose Earth itself had a nervous system, not literal nerves, but networks of geological feedback, climate patterns, ocean currents, all interacting slowly over eons. Would such a system qualify as awareness? Maybe not consciousness as we know it, but something deeper, slower, a planetary scale response mechanism. From its perspective, human civilization has lasted less than a blink. Our wars, inventions, cities, fleeting ripples on its skin. We're like bacteria multiplying on a wound it hasn't yet noticed. And then, what about the opposite extreme? Not giants, but entities smaller than cells. We often assume intelligence requires a brain. But what if complexity doesn't depend on size at all? Think of computer chips. The smaller the transistors, the faster they switch. Miniaturization enables speed, efficiency, density. Could information processing happen inside particles? There's a theory in physics called time's brain cosmology, time's part of string theory, suggesting our universe might exist within higher dimensional structures. Some versions propose that subatomic particles could, in principle, contain entire universes folded into extra dimensions. This isn't fantasy. It's speculative math, unproven but not ruled out. If true, a single proton might host realities beyond imagining civilizations evolving across billions of subjective years while floating unseen in a drop of water. We call these ideas micro-universe civilizations in science fiction, but let's treat them seriously for a moment. Suppose such a society exists inside a particle. Their technology isn't rockets or lasers. It's manipulating quantum fields, altering probabilities, rewriting physical laws locally. To us, their actions might look like random noise, statistical anomalies, or equipment malfunctions. But what if every failed experiment, every glitch in a particle accelerator, was actually interference? Compare that to giant-scale life. A star-sized organism sounds powerful until you realize it moves too slowly to react to anything fast. But here's the catch. Neither may care. Just as humans don't wage war on mold growing on bread, Truly advanced civilizations might ignore each other based on scale mismatch alone. Still, this changes how we search for alien life.